Hello everybody, welcome to our very first Twitch live stream here at Punished Props. This is Prop Live from the shop. I'm Bill Duran, and today we have a really exciting project for you, and I've got it right here. Ta-da! This is the Jade Rabbit Scout Rifle from Destiny, and I will be weathering it along with our live chat here on Twitch. If you're new to our live streaming thing, then you can head on over to twitch.tv/punishedprops to join us every single week. I'm really stoked to be doing this every week. As you guys know, we do our Q&A show every week on Thursdays, but we're adding a second live show to the docket from the shop, where we show you us working on the projects that we're working on, and you can interact with us live, ask questions, and then generally hang out and have a good time. The reason why we can do this now, why we can add more shows to the old channel here, is because our wonderful Patreon supporters have come out in droves. They've told us, yes, Bill, we want more shows, we want more video content. Here's some money for that. So thank you to our Patreon supporters for helping us out and allowing us to try out new things, especially this wonderful Twitch creative stuff. So that's enough of me babbling about that. I'm going to get into the show. I'm going to start painting this thing. You guys can follow along and have a good time. All right. So the Jade Rabbit, ta-da, this guy is made completely out of foam. What kind of foam, you say? This is EVA foam. It's squishy. I got this stuff from the craft store. I've also got... this is a floor mat from the hardware store. And believe it or not, I transformed those materials into this space gun. And I am doing that for our new book. Those of you who have been fans for a long time know all about the Foamsmith book. We've got our armor making book. I'm writing a weapon making book right now. It's due out very, very soon. This was the last thing I had to build for it. And the very last step is to weather this to look like it's all dirty. So what am I making? Here's an example. That's the Jade Rabbit Scout Rifle. And I think I did a pretty good job. Got it pretty close. And it's really, really clean in the game, but I like stuff to look dirty and world worn, so I'm going to weather this a little bit. You guys following along at home can watch the process, and we're going to have a great time. Keith Zen says, is it just me, or does the Jade Rabbit sound somewhat like an adult personal product? Yeah, a little bit. Maybe a really high-end one made out of jade. I've got my setup here. I've got the gun itself is fairly robust, but I put down a crappy old towel for it to lay on so I don't scratch it or anything. And I've got my paints here, and I've got a bunch of paper towels here, because for the most part we're going to put paint on and then wipe paint off. And then, yeah, that's basically the weathering. We're putting browns and blacks. I've got a yellow here, yellow ochre, that's going to go in some places where I want it, just to make it look dirty and world worn. And then I've also got some silver Sharpie, like that, and some silver rub and buff. Here, which camera? There we go. To do some edge detail if I want to make it look scuffed on the edge, add a little more contrast. I've got a really crummy brush right here. This is just, I've beat the crap out of it. It's a totally crappy brush. That's fine. And I have black and brown, and I'm just going to start going in, putting in a little paint in the low spots, and then wiping most of it away. Highly technical, I know. First of all, that's the quick and dirty on that. I didn't want to overdo it. I really just want to add some contrast on these low areas. Now the Jade Rabbit, right there, that guy is made out of an adhesive-backed 2mm foam. So it's the kind of foam where you can cut out a piece, peel it off the backing, and then stick it onto whatever you're working on. So that's what I made that out of. And I cut it out with my laser, because I have a laser, and it's awesome. Check that out. The Jade Rabbit has a nice outline of grime around it. Again, I'm trying not to overdo it, but I need some contrast there. I'm pretty happy with it. Making a lot of progress on the back side of the Jade Rabbit right here. Now this little screw right here is dark gray, and I want it to be silver. I want to highlight it a little bit. So I'm using this silver Sharpie to just sort of highlight the top of it. And that helps us create a little more contrast. And there we go, just like that. Ta-da! A nice little addition to our Jade Rabbit. All right, there you go, everybody. That is the first half of the Jade Rabbit that has been weathered. A little subtle. I tried not to go overboard on it. You can see around the rabbit there what it looks like. Around the front there. Again, just a little bit not overboard. The other half still needs to get done. I'll do that later today. You can see the clean version over here. Pre-weathering. Ready to go there. And again, nice and dirty over here. Fantastic. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and head on over to twitch.com/punishprops to give us a follow there so that you can catch our live streams. We're going to be doing them every single week, probably on Tuesdays. The schedule may change a little bit, but if you follow us on Twitch, then you'll be notified when we go live. Thank you again, you guys, both for watching and for those of you who have been supporting us over on Patreon. It's because of you guys that we can afford to do more of these videos, more of these live streams. So thank you again for helping us out, and we'll see you on the next live stream. I'm Bill Duran. Brittany's hiding over there from Punished Props. And we'll see you next time.